Okay, I'm back. Mostly back. Right, what are we doing? Inventory. Right. So we do need to head up. That's a key aspect. We're gonna run into a bunch of cicadas. I think we can actually do that room without getting hit by them though. I don't think we need to expend the resources. So, okay. You need to stay here, Mr. Billy. Okay. And I need to head up. I can't remember exactly where I need to head up, but I do need to head up. Yeah, we go here and then up, and we should be where we want to be. Because we go out the door at the top into the machine room, set the clock to 8:15. I do need to make sure that I open my inventory, not switch character though. That is definitely a thing that I could do that can mess me up real bad. And yeah, I've generally found the cicadas are relatively easy to dodge. What do you mean the herb uses? Like how you can mix them to get better herbs and such? And how blue herbs cure poison? Because I am aware of that. I just don't have any herbs. This green herb is the grand whole of all the herbs that I found so far here. Ow! Well, bugger. So minute hand goes right. Our hand goes left. But yeah, I have actually played through Resident Evil 1 Remake. So I do have a significant awareness of how the game plays overall. It's just that, it's pretty rough. It's rough. We'll leave that as the summary for how it's going. Okay, we do need to get the microfilm. It's a key aspect of one of the things we need. The Resi 1 remake is great. I genuinely love it. I ended up doing it a bit out of sequence because from what I understand, a lot of the really interesting tidbits from this game are actually gotten from the game 1. To be fair, Chris, I am playing this on hard rather than normal because I just assumed that it would be an equitable difficulty. There seems to be a lot less herbs around. Also, welcome, Chris. It's been a little while since I've seen you around. Since yesterday, actually, thinking about it. Never mind. It hasn't been a little while since I've seen you around. I've seen you around really recently. But yeah, I just put it on like the hardest difficulty available to see what was happening. And, because that's what I did for Resident Evil 1, right? When I played through Resident Evil 1, I just put it on the hardest difficulty available. I figured, because that's the way the game was meant to be played, right? But, turns out, game kicked my ass. The game is in the process of kicking my ass, right? Like, this is rough. This is difficult to play. Through no fault of the game, like, I genuinely think that I could probably handle the game just fine. I want to give Billy the drugs first. Because you need to have this in your inventory for now, so I can have the clearest inventory I can. Well, no, I know, what I meant was the hardest mode available was like, when I stun up when I spun up the game, right? Like, the moment I started the game and didn't have any idea what I was doing, I just picked the hardest difficulty that was available from the beginning to check that out. I know that there's more difficult stuff, right? I'm completely aware of that, right? I just meant that, from what I understood, the hardest difficulty available when you first start the remake was the intended difficulty. Because the other ones were like later modes that they added to make the game easier for players who weren't familiar with it. From what I understood, right? Okay, I want to grab that poetry, and I also want to grab that disc here. No, that's gone badly. That's gone badly. Please grab the microfilm. Right, we are both on danger. Okay. Damn it! He has this weird... Like, after he attempts to grab, there's like... After the grab, there's this weird moment where you can still be grabbed, which isn't the same on Resident Evil 1 Remake.
0.
It's like a delayed grab, if that makes sense. So my timing is kind of thrown off, because normally after they lunge, the moment after they lunge, you're completely safe. But in this, you are not safe after they lunge. You have to wait just that little extra moment. Because they're still very sticky. This game is stunningly beautiful, right? Like, that is something I cannot say enough. It is truly stunningly beautiful.
I'll go.
Okay.
And the remake, like, again, stunningly beautiful. So Resident Evil 1 Remake is, I think, the ideal of exactly how you should remake a game. Because they took the original game, and they basically went, let's make a game that is exactly like this, but better in every way. And they added a little bit to it, but they didn't mess with it, right? They didn't change its fundamental nature. So like the Resident Evil 2 remake, they significantly changed up the fundamental nature of the game. And that isn't the wrong way to do it, per se. But it's like Resident Evil 2 remake is a different game, whereas Resident Evil 1 remake is literally just the definitive way to play the game. It might, like, based on what I've seen and what I've played of it, you know? Oh, damn, I still got hit by that sword. Now, to be fair, I haven't played the original Resident Evil 2 or 3, and I haven't played the remake of them either. But I do want to play them at some point. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Some people are kind of divisive about whether they prefer the remake or the original when it comes to 2 and 3. And I think that's the key point. That's why they're not really quite the same. By comparison, I don't think there's anyone out there that thinks that the Resident Evil 1 remake is somehow a worse game than the original. Like, there's plenty of people who have nostalgia feelings for the original, right? And that's completely fair. But in terms of actual game, like, would they rate it? Like, it's rated better in almost every category. I think the only real complaints you might get are some people who don't like the fact that the analog controls are available. Some people are real persnickety about that. But okay, I'm going to try and save some ammunition in this next room. Might die again, but that's fine. If we do get hit, I do have the hub, which I can use. I'm going to keep the hub on me this time. Oh yeah, no, you can still use the D-pad, but some people are honestly kind of jerks when it comes to believing that their way is the one and one only accurate way to do stuff. Damn it. It's kind of the same way that some people feel about, yeah, I'm just going to use that. But it's the same way that some people feel about Dark Souls. Like, if you use certain weapons, you're somehow oh, man, how did I screw that up? But the way that some people feel about Dark Souls, that if you use the, like, what they consider to be the incorrect weapon... And I'm dead again. But yes. If you use what they consider to be the incorrect weapon, or if you cheese bosses or whatever, then you're somehow playing the game incorrectly. Which I strongly disagree with. Like, it's a video game. You play that game however you want to play it. This is not going well. Like, last time I went through that room, I just blew everything away with a shotgun. This time, it's not going so well. But it's okay. I'll get through this. I'm used to suffering, right?
You stay here.
Okay.
Halfway up the stairs, she stops to say that. Resident Evil 5 is a very different game to the entire rest of the series. And I know a lot of people don't like it. I still love it, but it's a very different game. I can't remember for certain though, but I think I've done a professional run through Resident Evil 5. It might have just been I tried a professional run and got like halfway though. You know. So I'm not going to say I'm that good. I might be completely misremembering. I might be a complete scrub actually. That's also a possibility. I could just be a complete scrub of that game and you wouldn't know, right? Somehow I always get hit by that. How do I do so poorly? Like, I've been in the same situation as Dodge, and the first 2 times I went through here, I got hit by that regardless, so... I don't know, maybe I'm just not meant to be playing on hard, right? Maybe I'm just not good enough at this game to play on hard. Should at the very least be able to dodge the other guy. Oh no, come on. That was... I had no chance to dodge that second attack. I bet I'm on danger now as well. Yeah, the fact that in Resident Evil 5 you ended up fighting so many enemies which just shot you. They were literally just guys with guns, right? And that is not that interesting. Yeah, because if I'd wanted to play, you know, a weird third-person action shooter game, I could have done that. Like, there's plenty of games where that's an option. Even ones with zombies in them, too. Okay, we want to get in this room, we want to grab the microfilm. That's the plan. Grab the microfilm, don't die. And we don't have to worry about the hub because we already got put on danger by that cicada hitting us, so we don't need to worry about hubs. Oh my god, how am I so bad at this game? You know what? I knocked them all down with that push. It's fine. We'll go this way and grab this. At least push that guy down. I don't like this because I'm right at the edge of the screen space, so I can't tell what's there. You know, it's fine. We'll just drag them all around here. They're all over here. We'll drag them slowly. It's fine. And one of them's going the other way. Because of course they are. You think that's like a game program logic design thing that they've got? Fragging hell, that's... I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm not dead! Billy's health is on danger. He's been on danger for like an hour now. Because he got hit by some stuff and I haven't found any herbs since. Like everyone's on danger, everyone's about to die. Okay, so we've got to get the 2 microfilms up to the other room. Now, where is this other room? Yeah, it's on the left side. Got it. I think once I get to the spiders, if I get to the spiders, I'm just going to take a grenade launcher to them and delete them. I don't... Like, I'm going to trade that ammunition, you know? Okay, this gets us the ammo disc. We go off to the training room. Good, thanks to the ammo disc. Glad we don't need a pile of them. Good, excellent, love it. Let's go. Now we're going to dodge the nasty enemy that comes through here, because there's a nasty enemy here. So we've got to make sure we don't get hit. It's fine, he takes a little bit to spin up. We'll just leave, it's fine. We don't need to deal with that guy. I definitely make use of the map a lot. Because I find the map, because of the way the map works in this game, there's a lot of easy exploration elements that can make it so much easier and stop me backtracking stuff. I also have a memory that works better with shapes. So, for example, I can look at the shape of this room and be like, oh yeah, I remember what that room is, right? That's the room that I need to do, you know, X, Y, and Z in, you know? So, for example, I think it was this room here where I picked up the crank because it had the table in there, and I know that because of the shape, and I've linked that memory. So that's how I work my way through this stuff. And why I was so thankful that Resident Evil 1 Remake had a map in it. That was really nice. It made things work for me.
You stay here.
Okay.
I need you with me. I need you with me. Come on. Through here.
I'll go.
Alright, here's where we split up. You want to stand about there. Good. Excellent. Put the ammo disc up in here. Everyone's walking around like they're about to be sick. What do you mean I don't need to? I definitely need to use this now. One moment. I have a mild software error that I need to fix. Because basically... And so I have to restart it to make sure I can use my foot switch properly. Otherwise it gets weird. So let's use the ammo disc now. Okay, we want 2D. Okay, so this one actually has a different setup. So this is 2. And then D is actually back here. Because D is going to be the inside lane here. Got it. Oh no, that's 0. My bad. You know, you can actually brute force this puzzle without too much difficulty.
Come on.
Roger.
Okay, and our next objective was to head up to Spencer's room. Because the sword door to the observatory was no good for us. We can't do anything there at the sword door just yet. We're going to have to bring Billy for this as well. Okay, so I think that's... Yeah, it's going to be up here and then on the left. So we're going to want to go. Oh yeah, no, if my man here was just like, yeah, we're going to padlock the place. 100% boned. There would be no way we'd be getting anywhere with it. Like, not even just a padlock, but like a decent passcode, right? Like, imagine if you had a passcode in this game that was like 10 characters long that somebody just remembered and didn't write down for every single thing that they came across, right? Alright, I need to make sure we don't die. Okay, in here we go. Now I may end up having to use that shotgun shell on that guy just because of trying not to die purposes. Well, let's make sure the puzzle isn't different. Yeah, it's the same. So we've got to go up and then round. I really don't want to push the piece next to it by accident. Okay, and push that piece down. Like, imagine if he just had, you know, like a key, right? Like a decent key, just lock that there, never get into it, right? But no, he's got to have this bizarre Byzantine chess piece thing. And this is the thing, like, this isn't even Spencer's doing. This is, oh, who's the leader of this guy? I can't remember his name. You're just going to examine it? Nope. I tried that last time, it didn't work. We need to wait, there's something more here? This is Marcus, right? Marcus, that's the guy. So Marcus is the guy who set this thing up and did all this stuff. And he's just got this thing going. Apparently they came from the same school of like insane megalomania. You know what? Maybe they had the same architect, right? Like maybe he forced him to use the same architect. Could you imagine Marcus sitting here being like, okay, can I get like a safe in my room, right? And he's expecting to get a safe with just a key to it or maybe a key code, right? A little wheel that you got to push back and forth. And the guy comes up and he says, I set up a giant, like massive novelty chess set in your room. and the key code is like a queen mates in one. Also, it's on your frickin' like on your desk. And the guy's like, well, what am I going to do with the rest of the room? Yeah, I mean, you didn't specify not to do that setup, right? Like, you didn't specify specifically not to have a hugely overcomplicated chess piece to set stuff up. Okay, how much do I have left? Okay, I'm gonna have to expend a shotgun shell, and I'm gonna go to the other room, because there's the other room down south that I want to check out, because I didn't see it before. And this may involve me dying, so I may end up having to die multiple times, but it's fine, I've got a shotgun. Alright. So what's in this room? There's blue hubs there, but they don't heal health, do they? Blue hubs just do poison, and I don't have any green hubs, so they're actually useless to me. God, I'm not dying again. Just go away. Like, I don't want to have to do that, but I also really don't want to die again. But hey, this time around, I've got less health and more ammunition. Actually, I think I have the equable amount of health, but more ammunition, so that's fine. I'm fine with spending a couple shotgun shells to get out of there. This game keeps me completely on edge. I'm constantly one hit away from death, basically. Okay. I have 6 shotgun shells. I want to combine that with the wing. Then use. What do you mean I don't need to? I definitely, like, just put it on the thing. God, I switched again. I hate the fact that I've remembered a completely different set of buttons. But yeah, no, I totally understand. Like, the same architect working on both makes a lot of sense, but it's still completely insane that they're rocking up with this stuff.
Come on.
Roger.
Okay. I need hubs. I need grenades. I need everything. Okay, we're gonna leave this for now. I mean, you know, maybe that's the plan, right? Maybe if I just beat every Resident Evil game and just hardcore, like, do every single thing I can with Resident Evil, then I become a Resident Evil veteran, and then finally I can start having, like, really obscure opinions. Like, oh, I think the Resident Evil 2 PlayStation game was, like, the superior version of the game for those of us that like third-person shooters. Really and truly, Gears of War is just a Resident Evil 4 clone when it comes down to it. But okay, let's go stuff this grenade launcher down something's throat. Oh, I shouldn't have brought Jill with me. Oh no, it's gonna be awful. Oh no, Jill, go back. Oh. I pressed the wrong button to shoot. I thought I pressed square because square was the button in the previous game. Because I think it's in Parasite Eve 2, square is the button to shoot in that game, and in this game, it's not. It's A or X. It's in the same position, and I pressed the wrong button because I wanted to shoot the thing, and I'm like, yep, it's the button. Oh my god, Chris, I wish that it was something as cool as that. I was gonna be like, I don't know, see you next year, Spider. Obviously, that's terrible, but I wish it was that. But no, no, I just screwed up. That's what happened. I didn't do anything fantastic. I just screwed up. Good God. And I don't have any health left, and if I restart, I'm gonna go back to the point where I have no health and no ammunition. The best part is, right, it didn't even kill me with a spider bite, it just spewed on me. It's just like, bleh. And then I'm just like, oh, I'm dead now. Like, I got gently dribbled on and it killed me. That's how little health I have. I got slightly dribbled on and I died for it. I am ashamed of that. However, sadly, I think that is going to bring us to an ending point for today's stream. Yeah, on my shoe as well. It's not even my leg. It just melted my shoe, right? Melted my shoe and I deaded. But yeah, I think I am going to wrap up here for today's stream. I would like to play more. But I have got things. I'm probably not going to survive, Jen. I'm probably not going to survive the next part. I'm probably going to get destroyed over and over again. But you know what? That's okay, because then I get really funny deaths like that. And I'm pretty hard-headed and stubborn, so I will keep at it. And that will be on next Tuesday. I'm going to keep up at it, right? Wednesday I take Wednesdays off. In fact, this Wednesday, I'm probably going to be working on a whole bunch of network gear. Hopefully, my server rack is going to arrive, and I can screw that in, and then I can set up a whole Cat 6 network, and I've been really looking forwards to it. And then I can get like an actual fiber connection. That's the plan, right? I've been working on this for a fair while. Hopefully, going to get it sorted soon. Well, I'm going to get the infrastructure put in tomorrow, and then it'll be a case of waiting for the installers to come in for the fiber line. But yeah, I'm probably working on that on Wednesday, so, you know, no streaming. It's my break day. Thursday, Parasite Eve. We're going to go back to Parasite Eve 2 and continue that scavenger run. Like, seriously, Chris, I'm going from a 2 megabit upload, right? 2 megabit upload to 500 megabit upload. Like, we're getting upgrades. It's cheaper as well. Like, because my ISP is shameful and sad. So I'm going to end up actually paying, I think, £5 less per month for an internet speed that is literally like 20-30x. All right, Jin. By the way, if you don't know, Jin streams a whole bunch of games, EDF being a significant thing, and currently playing through Parasite Eve, if I remember correctly. They have like a cool VTuber avatar as well. Like, I don't have no cool VTuber avatar. I've got a PNG skull, because that's how I rock. That's what I live with. PNG skulls for life. Not for life. I actually do plan to make my own model and work that stuff out, but that's complex and difficult. So in due course. But yeah, Jin VGF streams recently EDF Parasite Eve. You're still stuck? That's rough. That's rough, man. You'll work it out though. It's not that bad. Oh, you know what? If you're stuck where I think you're stuck, you need to go head back to the office. That's the part you were missing. You need to go. You remember that door that I said you need to remember for later? Well, it's probably there that you need to go. Because I got stuck on that, and I ended up running around there for like 2 or 3 hours with no idea what to do. Base Marine, I think you said you stream as well, right? Like, you were rebranding your channel for like a 40k themed channel? Oh, okay, so what are you planning on streaming in the near future? look, it's not about me doing the plug. I'm actually trying to have like this community thing going on, right? Because I get people coming in here and I like to talk about them and explain what they do, and it makes me feel good to explain what they do because, you know, you guys hang out and watch me. I think it's worthy of that attention. I mean, I'll say this, like, I have no idea what Base Marine... It's quite possible that Base Marine's content is absolutely terrible, right? Like, I mean, Base Marine could be, like, this absolutely evil abomination of a human being that is like, oh, yeah, the Imperium of Man, that's how we should run, like, civilization. We should just oppress everyone. That is the correct way to do it. I've got no idea. Right? You know, this isn't support. I'm just trying to have an understanding here. Oh, I'm a heretic. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm a big heretic. Like 100% heresy here. See, okay, yeah, no. Okay, so everyone, Base Marine is a religious extremist that stream... No, okay, I'm not gonna... I'm not gonna just roll on like that. That would be incorrect and cruel. I do not... Base Marine is probably not a religious extremist. We'll go with that, right? Base Marine is probably not a religious extremist. Look, I know my place. I'm here. I'm a servitor providing you entertainment. That is my goal here. I'm being entertaining. Base Marine, you're here being probably not a religious extremist. And Jin VGF is playing games and having a VTuber avatar. Oh, and Christus is being a professional artist, which is still badass, right? I know it's probably embarrassing for me to bring this up, but like, legitimately, I am so envious of someone who can end up in the role of professional artist. That is hard work, right? But right, I do actually have to pretend to be doing something useful, right? So I'm gonna roll out here. Look, it doesn't, like, you don't get lucky, right, when it comes to that stuff. You have to be good in the first place before you can get lucky. Step one is being good at the thing. Then you get your chance to shine, right? Because if you're not good and you're given that opportunity, you will just squander it. And you must have not squandered your opportunity because you are getting paid money to produce art. And that's fantastic. But, right, I am actually going to bounce here. I'm going to leave. I know I've said I'm going to be leaving, but I'm actually going to try and leave now. If any of you want to watch my other stuff, I have stuff on YouTube. There is a link somewhere on Twitch, so you can look at other stuff that I do edited, cut down streams if you want to watch previous stuff. If you don't, totally understand. Right? Totally respect that. I know a lot of the enjoyment from Twitch comes from the interaction. But okay, I'm out. Love you guys. See ya.